Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So I pulled out a couple of the things that I need to redo from yesterday, which is the lotus jar. I need to do one more heart, 3 more bears, although I only have 2 molds, so I'm going to do 2 of them. And then I pulled these out. These came in Happy Mail a while ago, waiting for Christmas, and it's time to do them. These were really detailed, and I think I poured one once and it came out really bad because I didn't realize how much detail or even what it was when I poured it. So I said I was going to wait till Christmas, and now that I have the pressure pot, I am going to put all of this in there because I think all of these are so detailed. This definitely needs to go in there, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to put everything in there. So since I can now layer it with Don gave me a shelf in there, that's what we're going to do. So this is going to be the lavender again, but I need to flip these over. This is going to be the snowflake again. Don't think I'm going to use glue, but I think I can use glue in there. So I might try it. I really want that suspended. So, you know, what's the worst that can happen? I have to pour it again. Rose will understand. These I'm going to brush on, I think with my finger. Rolio's Gold in one. Their 2 newest colors, which is Hunter Green and Corazon Red. These are brand new to them in mica, and this is red and green for Christmas. So I think that's what I'm going to do. These might be a little easier, and I don't know how these are going to react as far as painting on a mold. I don't know that too because it's not really, I'm going to try to use my finger and see if I can get it into those. No, I can't get it into those grooves. So I'm probably going to need a brush. See, there's like a lot of detail in here. And maybe I will fill it with the same color that I'm painting it with, just in case the powder doesn't work out. So I do need to get it in all these little tiny grooves. Not quite, this is like a split mold right here at the top. Oh, look, I can open it right up and get it in there, no problem. And then I'll tap it all out. I'm going to paint all 3, I think. I was going to just try to pour one, but I kind of want the shimmer from the mica powder to be painted on them. So I think I'm going to stick with my original plan. So these are little Christmas ornaments when they're done, and I think if that pressure pot can pull all those bubbles out of these little spots, which is, I'm kind of still testing that thing. I don't know a lot about it. I'm just playing with it, see what I can and can't do. I've already learned about air pockets versus air bubbles, so I've already learned that in there. I'm going to see how this does a painted on mold and see if it will still pull all the bubbles out of all these fine details. I'm pretty sure it will, but that's, oh no, I should have flipped these over. I'm just going to flip this one inside out, and I can try to get most of it on, and that way my finger will have some powder on it when I flip it back inside out, and it might not like take a whole bunch of powder off when I do that. I mean, I could always brush it on. It's not a big deal. And like I said, I think I'm going to fill them with the same color that I'm painting them with in case I miss a spot or a spot rubs off. That way you really wouldn't notice it. I don't know how I'm going to finish these. If I can finish them, I may just be highlighting those snowflakes or something on there. Yeah, these 2, these are very soft silicone. The 3rd one came from Resin Mold box. If you saw me unbox that, that's in their December box. So since I figured, you know what? I haven't done that one yet. I haven't done these yet. We're going to do all 3 of them at the same time on the same day and just do different colors. And maybe if they all come out good, they will go as a nice little set of green, red, and gold. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it works. I really don't. I don't like learning lessons. I mean, I like learning lessons, but I don't like wasting resin. But I totally should have put that pressure pot or that lotus jar in the pressure pot yesterday. I don't know. I stopped at the last minute and didn't do it because of the glue thing, and I should have done it. So I definitely learned a lesson there because that one, it was so bad I didn't even put it on as a blooper because it was just billions and billions of micro bubbles is what made up that entire jar. And I don't know why it flash cured, but it did. And I've never had that happen just sitting on my table. So when I push it back, I shouldn't be pulling anything off. because my hands are already full of powder. So let me just make sure everything looks good. Yeah, I think that worked. I don't think anything came off. Well, that's good. So I'll just leave these kind of open so I can do that to the next one. Let me grab my switching sponge here. I'm just going to do that to the next two. Same thing, different color. And then I will clean up. And I want to pour these all. I want to mix the resin all up at the exact same time, only because I don't want things like sitting here starting to cure while I mix more resin. And I didn't want to put some in the pressure pot, add pressure, take the pressure away. You know what I mean? I wanted to do it all at the same time. So I have to work pretty quickly to do all of these colors and all of these pours and get them all in at the very same time. So I'm hoping I don't mess them up because I'm going too slow. If that makes any sense, I think it does. But yeah, because I have to layer them. So, oh my gosh, my hands are a mess, which is making that a mess. Let's do the gold, hopefully. This is the really soft silicone. This one is just called gold, and it is really, really shimmery. All I did was take the most of that red off with that switching sponge. Kind of gets your powder out of there. So hopefully I got it pretty good. Oh, look at that. That is so pretty. Again, whatever touches your silicone first is what you're going to see. Oh, if this comes out, it is going to be gorgeous. Let me move this. Even if I get it in there, it really won't matter. But why do it? Why not just flip it over? All right, so this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do this to the green one and the gold one, and I will meet you on the flip side. I don't want to make this too terribly long because most likely I'm going to have a million extras because I'm not quite sure how much to mix up. So I'll probably be mixing up too much. So here we go.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare. Diamonds shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and gold with a stroke of flare. Diamonds shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Each beat a story, each stroke a scream, turning scraps of
I mixed it all up together, you guys. Well, I realized, it dawned on me, I'm not going to be taking time in the vacuum chamber today because you don't need to, so I don't feel as rushed as I did to get everything mixed, vacuum chambered, poured, and moved over to the pressure pot. So since I don't need the vacuum chamber, and I'm sure you're all going to miss singing that song today, I'm sure you're not, I'm just going to split it and then pour it and move it. So that saves me about five minutes at least. This one is going to be the lotus jar. So I'm just gonna pour down to, I poured, what do I got? I have, oh no. Why do I have 25 in here? I hope I didn't do my measurements off. Nothing may come out now. I thought for sure I had 24. I shouldn't have 25, so I'm a little, I mean, it cleared up. So, goodness. Let's do that. Let me just do that one first before. That's 17 minus, yeah, that should be about 8 ounces. Now I'm really nervous because I swore I poured 24 and now there's 25. Little nerve-wracking, guys. All right, this is the snowflake. I'm just going to add glue. I'm not going to remove those bubbles. Get some snowflake glitter in there. And 8 drops of glue. Pour it in and move it aside. And pray this works. This better work. I'm so nervous because it's something new to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably should have poured this one last now that I'm thinking about it, because the glue is going to accelerate the curing process. Great. Totally. Maybe I should just start all over again. Oh boy. Well, we're doing it now. If I'm off by a whole ounce, that could totally not cure. Yeah, that wasn't enough, so I'm going to need a little bit more. That's why I did that one first. So I didn't like color everything that I didn't need color in. So we'll just put a couple more, another, what, ounce or 2? That much. We'll add a little more snowflake because I don't want to be like a bottom with nothing, but and we'll do two drops. 1, 2. And stir that up and pour it in. I just have no idea if the pressure pot can clear that up for me. Oh, too much, too much. Too much. So I'm glad you're along with the journey if you're planning on buying one or are thinking about buying one. You're going to learn with me what we can and cannot do and the adjustments that we need to make in order to do it. I totally should not have poured all that in until it was in there, because now I got to move it like that. Wonderful. Just wonderful. I'm a complete disaster today. All right, let's do that. Now I'm going to motor on with all the rest of them as quickly as humanly possible. All right, there's that one. Now, let's see, what do we have left in here? Where's my spatula? Let me get this slime off of it. I am at 15, and I probably need 3 for the blue. Oh, I did want to dissolve my powders first, just because I know I'm going to have unmixed pigment powders because I'm in a hurry, and I shouldn't really be in a hurry, but I feel like I'm in a hurry now. This is Cypress by Dianca Pours for the blue little bears. And I'll have to make one more tomorrow or later tonight. I don't know. I can't. This has to be in there 24 hours. Okay, this is the blue. I'm just going to mix it and pour it. Basically it. Again, no vacuum chamber today, because I'm pretty sure I don't need it anymore for this. So we've got 15 down to 12. I think I need about 3 ounces. Maybe not quite that much. That's only 1 ounce? No way. I probably don't even need maybe that much. Well, I'm at 12. All I'm going to do is mix it up and pour it in. I'm going to try not to fill it up because I keep forgetting I got to walk it across the room. I'll just top them up in there. So that was these. So I'm still gonna spritz them just because I'm not comfortable not doing that yet. Someday I'll try it without doing that. Not totally full here. Not totally full. So I do have some left over. And let's do the little puppy heart. After I get this off. So that is going to be an alcohol ink, and I only need about 2 ounces. Where am I at? 13. I don't know, that much. Yep, that's 11. That's 2 ounces. Man, I'm getting good at that. This is the lavender And it's a really pretty pastel color. These come in kits of four colors, so if you do go into the link, it's going to take you right to the kit of 4. They're not cheap, but they're very unique colors, put it that way. I like them. You don't find many pastels, although Let's Resin has a pastels out now. But you have to buy it in the 64 count kit. I did pass a note on to them that people are wanting the pastels separately, so let's hope that they can do that for us, because I know a lot of you already have the alcohol ink set and you just want to add pastels to it. So maybe they'll consider that for you guys. I'm just going to spritz and pour. Not all the way up. I'll save that for over there. So there's that one. And now I'm going to do, oops, I need to do my powders. Almost poured it in. Let me get all this stuff wiped so I'm not making a mistake here. All right, let's do the green and the red and the gold. We'll just mix them all up right now. I don't need much really because it's already painted. This is just like my backup plan if I missed a spot. Here's the red. Probably too much. And then the gold. And this one is so super duper sparkly. It's really pretty. Just a little bit of 99% alcohol. That way you don't have any blemishes on your finished piece. I've never tried 91%, but I don't want to try it. It's not worth it to me to ruin a piece over a couple dollars in alcohol. Okay, just got to get this mixed up a little bit more. Just like that. Good. This one. Is good. And one more. You could stir it too, but what's the point when you don't have to? All right. So basically I need to split these. I do want to pop the bubbles that are surfacing here. Just to get them popped. Any on there? Not sure. I'm excited to see the results here. Okay. So we got, what do we got left here? 13. Well, I'm just going to do them evenly because basically they're the same mold. And if I'm going to be short on one, I'm going to be short on all of them. A little more in there. There. We should have extra, but I'm not 100%. I'm just going to mix it all up, try to get them as even as possible. You know what? I'm going to leave that clear just because I don't know if I'm going to need it for one or the other. So I'm just going to mix these up, pour them in, transfer them over there, and wait till tomorrow. There's the gold. It's already, you know, dissolved. I'm just kind of mixing it throughout the resin so it's all the same color. I almost forgot to do that once because it looked like it was mixed when you pour the resin on top of it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to mix that. All right. That looks good. I think what I'm going to do is pour these over there. So I'll go ahead and bring you with me and I'll show you how I'm stacking them. This is what he built me. So he's got acrylic discs for the shelf, and then he glued this together and cut these off my X tool. So what I'm basically going to do, let me just put this on the counter and put my mold on it that way, and then I'll just drop the whole thing down. I'm wondering if I can fit a couple on this bottom shelf. Give me just a moment. I'm going to go grab those bears and see if they'll fit on the bottom with it. At least one maybe. One will fit. I'm hoping all of them will fit. So what I'm going to do is put this down in there, top up that little blue bear. Hopefully I don't drop this. There we go. Let me grab the blue resin and top up that little bear down in there somehow. Carefully. There we go. I can see this is going to get full of resin one day. And then I'm just going to put the shelf on. It's got a hole in there for my little hand. And now I got to figure out how to get them all to fit. I'm just going to top it up. So we got extra. No big deal. And now I'm going to move in the heart and the, oh gosh, I don't know if all these ornaments are going to fit, you guys. I don't know. Gosh, I hope they do. Let me try this before I start pouring resin in here. I might have to leave one on the table here. Please fit. Please, please, please fit. Oh goodness. Can they fit? Are they gonna fit? I probably should have put the big bear down there. These are a little bit squished, a little bit wonky. Try to just arrange these before I pour anything into them, because they're gonna need a little bit of space. Yeah, that's not gonna fit right. I gotta fix something here. Give me a moment. I think I got it. I just switched the two bears out, and these are starting to get warm, so I really, really, really need to get these poured. And I'm hoping I don't get air pockets doing it like this. But you know what? We're learning, right? We're learning. I hope I have enough resin too. Please let me have enough resin. That's the other thing. Oh, you know, I really want to get that squished down in those little handles. Let me just open those up real quick. Because you still have to do problem areas, from what I'm understanding. Oh yeah, we got plenty of resin. No problem. Just going to dome it all the way up that lip. Okay, so we have plenty of resin to do this. So let's pour a little bit, get it down in that little handle. Just going to open it up, get those bubbles out. I should say air pockets. Air pockets and bubbles are not the same. That is a gorgeous green. Okay, let's hope I have enough. Well, I have a little bit of clear left if I have to. I think this was about 3.5 ounces maybe. Oh, come on. Come on and fill it. Oh no, I'm gonna have to use some of that clear. Almost there. Maybe if I scrape, I'll put some clear in there. Okay, let's do the red. Same thing with this one. That little spot. Just gonna pull it open. Oops, this way. There it goes. And hopefully it's going to squeeze everything out for me. That is a gorgeous, rich looking red, isn't it? I love this color. It's not the bright red like the, you know, the traditional red. This is very, very deep, beautiful, almost a burgundy-ish red. Okay, so I just need a little bit more green. So I'm going to go top that up, get this under pressure. I'll show you again if you haven't seen it. So let me go get more green and then we'll do that. I didn't put any more powder in because it doesn't matter. We already powdered the outside of the mold. So I just put the clear in here, mixed it around. Then we're going to get this thing under pressure. and start it going, squeezing those bubbles. Wow. Oh, you know why this one's different? It's because it's a little bit, this is the other one. This isn't the soft silicone. This is the one from Resin Molds box. So I'm just going to scrape this out. That's why it held more. I see. Just enough. That's all I had. I have a little left over of some other colors, but nothing left over of the green. All right. That's it. Okay, so let's get this under pressure. Let me put something down here. Got a lot to do here. I'm getting nervous because I need to get a lighter. I want to pop those bubbles. Why not pop them if I see them? Oh, I got to fill the purple. Almost forgot. Feel like I'm rushing. That was the perfect amount. All right. Okay, everything's good. Let's get the lid on. And get this thing started. So I'm just going to move it back. Pop these up. All you got to do is clamp it down. And Don told me that you're supposed to do opposite ends when you do this, or it won't be even. Get them clamped really good, but not too tight. He says just like, you know, however you call that, just tight. Snug, I guess, is the word. Okay, then you connect your air hose to the air. Like that. And then I'm going to watch this gauge here. Let me bring you down and I'll show you the gauge. I'm just going to open up this valve and let the air start going in slowly so it doesn't blow everything everywhere. And I'm going to let that get up to like the 58-pound mark is where I was going yesterday. And then it just sits in here all night until it's cured. And then I'll just shut this little valve and close it as soon as the air's in there and unattach the air hose. It's almost there. They say between 50 and 60. So because I don't want it completely at 60, I shut it off at about 58. Undo the air hose, and then that's it. Got just this little bit left. I'm just going to dump it all into one, like I did those coasters the other day, and see what we get. And see if I can like adorn it with a cute little sticker, top coat it, and see. And then I just realized we didn't do the advent calendar today, so we need to do that too. As soon as I get this poured, I'll grab the new color from Dianca Pours and our cute little Highland cow. Oh, I don't think the blue's gonna fit. Just the gold and the red. So I'll put the blue into something else. And just let that sit and see what happens. Let it move for a while. I should have some kind of a sticker, something to make it look kind of cool later. Let's see, what can I do with the blue? Let's just pour it into these little molds. These are so cute. Just starting to get warm, so I don't want it sitting here too long. A little heart. And they call this an envelope. I call it a purse, so whatever you want it to be. It's going to be a magnet. Either a purse or an envelope. But when you look it up on their website, these are into resin molds. It's going to be under envelope, but I will link everything. That way you know where the discount codes are good at. All right, that was everything. I didn't want to do a ton of extras because I don't know what those bulbs are going to give me later when they unmold. Spits those bubbles. And then I'm going to grab the advent calendars. I can't believe I forgot about them. All right, be right back. All right, we're on day 8. That is having a pretty cool reaction already. So that might be really neat. Let's check out our Highland Cow ornament today. Cute as always. I love these things. These are so adorbs. Adorbs. And then let's do this one. Don't forget, if you can think of a name for her, put it in the comments and I will choose one to add to the list. So she's trying to name all her new colors for 2026. No special instructions today. So this is like a dusty purplish color. What do you think she should call that one? I'm almost afraid to use these before she releases them because you guys are going to fall in love and then there's not going to be a link. That's what's going to happen. So we've got several this one was the other one that gets color changing when it's warm. It comes with instructions if you missed the other days. This one was, what was this one? I already forgot. Okay, this one turned purple in the sunlight, sun activated. So it looks white, but it's actually going to be purple in the sun. And then this was today. This one I just used yesterday. It was gorgeous. That's a new one. Here's the pink one. And here, I think this is all of them. Let me see if I'm missing one over here. That should be all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So these are so far her 8 colors for the new year. And so we need a name. Don't give me names for these ones today. I'm just going to get confused. So make sure you only name this purpley one today. Okay, that's it. Let's check out the comment of the day. And I got to wait till tomorrow to unmold all this. Everything is ready to come out. It's the next day. Oh, I forgot to clean my molds. I will do that. But we got some happy mail that I forgot to do the other day and some that came in today. This says, "Happy birthday, Dawn. I know your wish was to have a pot-bellied pig," from Rachel Robb. And she sent him a pig mold. He was laughing. He's not here right now, but I'm going to thank you for him. He was not happy it wasn't a real one, but he got himself a pig. And then Denise, my friend in California, sent me a little care package. So let's see what we got in here. Thank you, Denise. Got a couple of molds. Oh, look at this. Is one of those diamond cut. Oh, that's the lid for this jar. So that means, I think that's the top of the jar. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to have to ask her. I have to always know because then you got to know how well to pour it. So that is most likely the top of the jar because the lip is down there. So we'll have to pour this and see what it looks like. It looks pretty. It looks like one of those diamond cut ones. She also sent this cute little tiny box mold. She knows I like jar molds. And it's got flowers on the top. I wonder, this might be one that oh gosh, this is very detailed, I think. This is going to be one we're going to want to paint with mica powder because there is no way to get into those details, but I think it's going to be adorable anyway when it's done. Then she says, oh, we got this here, a challenge item. So here's the mold, 2 turtles. It says, "So this is a matte mold, unfortunately. I would love to see you and Don maybe use the Dremel and take the surface down and add rhinestones, stones, and or other turtle, etc., etc., and then make a new blinged out item and mold, and also make them shiny. Sorry in advance." I'm going to have to keep this note with it because I'm not going to remember this when we get to this challenge, Denise. That is a challenge. That is a very big challenge, so I'm going to have to think on that for a little while, but I will accept your challenge, as I usually do. They just take us a little bit of time. So she sent me a card with Peanut on there. "May your holidays be merry and bright with love, Denise." So there's that. And then she sent me some inclusions Those are good for the shaker turtles. So pretty. She sent 2 of these, one for Don and one for me, and an extra bag because probably it had a deer on it. That is a cute little sack for a gift, and that's exactly what she used it for. This one is for Mr. Glitz from Denise, and this one is mine. What do we have in here? Mrs. Glitter, some candy. It's been so much fun learning from you and getting to know you. Enclosed, you'll find what is called a hank. It's my husband's coworker's business. These are fantastic, life-changing eyeglass claws. I knew I had to send you one. I hope you love it as much as we do. Happy early holiday season. I appreciate you every day. Love, Denise. So this is an eyeglass cleaner called a hank, made in the USA. And she says it's life-changing. I'm so glad because those little tiny ones that they give you for your glasses are no fun, and that's what I've been using. Thank you so much, Denise. I am going to be using this every single day of my life. I don't even need to put it back in because that's what I'm going to be using it for. And then she gave Dawn some candy, of course. Is this the same thing? Oh, this is the same thing. This is a USA one. What else is in here? Some candy and a card. It says, Don, Merry Early Christmas. This is called a hank. It's a patriotic eyeglass cleaning cloth. My husband's coworker, Union Steward's personal business. We love these so much we knew you had to have one. My husband and I hope you really love it. They are so sturdy and work fantastic. Happy holiday season to you both, from Denise and Bob. So this is a USA one. I will have to get the link for them in case any of you want to buy these from her coworker. Look at that nice one. That is a nice cloth on that side for your eyeglasses. Thank you so much, Denise. You are so kind to me all the time, and it has been great. I have been getting to know her a little bit more via phone. So that has been fun, and we've got a lot in common, so that's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to move all of this and see what we have. So this was yesterday's lid for the Lotus jar. Remember, I put it in the pressure pot and it came out absolutely perfect, and the one before that came out absolutely horrible. For whatever the reason, I don't know what was different yesterday, but something was different. So here is the heart for Rose. Always pretty. And then her 2 bears that I will make magnets out of. Those are so cute. Now everything was in the pressure pot. I'm just looking to make sure everything looks good, and it does. I don't see anything wrong. Let me grab a piece of tape so I can clean this real quick. It's so much easier to do it now. Wiping your molds down, getting the extra resin off while they're full. So sticky tape just pulls all of that extra right off. Get that off there. I use the Gorilla Glue or Gorilla tape because it is like extra super sticky. These I'm going to wipe down with a cloth and some alcohol because I don't want to get all that powder on my next project. So just wipe them down like that. This one's popping out already. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean these up real quick. I won't bore you with the details. I should have done it before, but it's always good that the new people see how to do it. So I'm not upset that I forgot. So I will BRB. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to move on. So let's get these out. Cute. No bubbles, which is the ultimate goal. This one's popping out, so let's get this one out. Oh man, that one's got a little bubble. I didn't go underneath the lip. That's right. Was that? Oh yeah. However, the rest of it is perfect. It's not perfectly round though. I wonder if I had it squished in there. So it's most likely not going to fit onto this jar. but the detail is perfect for not putting this through a vacuum chamber first. Oh, look. Oh, no. Well, you know what? I'm going to heat it up and move it out because it almost fits. But that's what it would look like. I'll have to Dremel that out because it didn't pinch it together good enough. This was definitely from a 3D printer. You could see the filament lines, but the detail is amazing without putting it through the vacuum chamber. So yeah, a little upset about that. I just put too much in there for the size of the pressure pot. This one came out good. Wow. That thing is amazing. It's a beast, I say. It's a beast. It's a beast against bubbles. That one is perfect. That one fits. That one fits good. I do need to trim the bottom. It's very sharp. I wish the 3D printer people who do these molds would just use a resin 3D printer. Then you wouldn't have those filament lines on your molds. Well, you know, I didn't go up under any of these lips now that I think about it. And I only got that one bubble. Well, I have one here, but it's not going to affect the outcome. That mica powder looks amazing. Let's see if I can get this one out. Those were much easier. They were very, very soft. This one is made of the typical. I'm just going to roll it back, I guess. Oh. Ouch. My fingers are stuck. Let's see. We got, oh my gosh, all of them are great. See, now this one's different. This one does not have filament lines. I like this one the best. I mean, the lids are not perfect, but they're good enough. I don't even know that I need to Dremel that out, but I don't know if I need to, because you're not going to be hanging the ornaments, and I don't want all those cut marks from the Dremel. This one's a little bit wonky, but I don't think it was me. Well, I guess if it sits right there, it's perfect. I am so happy there are no bubbles in any of that detail. So these came out amazing. Of course, these look a little different because they were matte molds and this was not. But I do like them. Oh, I got to fix that one. Okay, nice, perfect. Let me get these molds out of the way here. 1 second. So let me get them put aside. All right, let's get this Lotus jar out. And hopefully we have good results. I put glue in there, didn't run it through the vacuum chamber, and just took my chances here. And I have a feeling it is good. Come on. Sorry, this one has a lot of suction, so I can't do it under the camera. There we go. Oh, this is so much better. It got all those pearls on the edges that I can highlight now. This one is a million times better than yesterday. I do have to trim that, but it still fits. That one is so much prettier. Everything is sparkling because there's no bubbles in anything. There's no bubbles at all in there. This is very exciting, you guys. You have no idea. All right, I'm going to highlight this with some silver. Finish off these. Not sure. I might try to do something with all that detail if I can. I don't know how well my hand is going to be steady. One little bubble. I wonder, I'm going to trim everything up and I'll be right back.
Michelle's got her apron tight, hands all speckled in glue, pouring out the resin jars with a prayer to see it through. A lotus blooms in iridescent flakes, catching light so true. Her hand
done. Sanded everything down. Used my Resin Restore on the bottoms to get all those sanding marks off so you can't see them anymore. We had to, this one's not the best. We had to like squish the actual bulb in because we couldn't get this to go. So this only fits one way and it's not perfect. So it's getting thrown in. Whoever buys that set, I'm just going to throw this in at no charge just because it's still pretty, but it's not perfect. It's got that bubble and it's a little oblong. But I took my chrome marker and I just went around. These were all raised, so it was so much easier than if it was indented. So I'm glad they were all raised. And they all came out pretty good. Here's the jar. Came out beautiful. I'm very happy with this one. Way better than yesterday's. So something strange happened because I pulled the extras out, which I set aside, and these flash cured. And I don't know why, because it's the exact same resin as this. Same batch as this. Nothing else flash cured, but these two did, and it's weird. So those two are garbage. And then here's the coaster that looks kind of cool. Look at that. I'm going to trim up the edge, and this side looks much better. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this in with this order because it kind of goes with the order. So I'm just going to take a nail file. I don't really want to take it to the sander. I'm going to do it at an angle just to take that little bit of a sharpness off without destroying that edge. That's so much better. That's all that really needed. I'll put a bottom on the thing, and I think I'm going to include it with that here. So isn't that a cool looking coaster? It's really pretty. You just never know what you're going to get when you dump a bunch of extras into something. I'll have to keep doing that for a little while, and if I have enough to do it with. The little bears, I just put magnets on the back, little faces on their face. And the heart I didn't do anything to, but here's these guys. So I don't know why those flash cured. That's never ever happened before. So yeah, maybe I did something wrong. I couldn't have, because everything else came out fine. So I don't know. I can't answer that for you. Maybe somebody has an idea. I'm sure you guys will let me know if you have an idea. I'm just going to cut around this and call it a day. Those silver highlights did take a little time, and I did have to clean up some with some alcohol and a cotton swab in between that I got. So that's pretty cool. I'm loving that. And that's it for today, you guys. I'm so glad that we know we can put glue unvacuum chambered into the pressure pot. I hope I can remember that. All right, I'm going to get you some pictures. I'll get you a close-up so you can see that. I don't know. It's really, really strange. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. I hope you have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors
faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart.